I can still hear his voice cracking through the phone speaker like it was yesterday. It was one of those ordinary evenings, rain tapping softly on the windows, the smell of takeout lingering in the air. Me folding laundry while he paced the living room on a call with his mom. I wasn't eavesdropping. Not really. But some words just, Carrie, honestly, Mom. I no longer. He paused, sighed so heavily it echoed. I no longer feel the same. It's not the same anymore. My hands froze mid. The shirt slipped to the floor like it had given up too. He didn't know I heard. Or maybe he did and didn't care. When he hung up, he came over, kissed my forehead like always, and said, Mom says hi. His smile was thin, practiced. I smiled back because what else do you do when your heart is quietly screaming? We'd been together for years. 4 years of building something fragile and beautiful at night, talks about the future. Shared dreams of a little house somewhere quiet, his hand always finding mine in crowds. I thought we were solid. I thought love like ours didn't just fade out, but that night, everything shifted. I lay awake beside him, staring at the ceiling, replaying those words. I no longer feel the same. He slept peacefully while my world cracked open. The next morning, he acted normal. Coffee, small talk, plans for the weekend. I nodded along, but inside, a quiet storm was brewing. I started noticing things I'd ignored before. How he checked his phone more when I was in the room. How conversations with his mom left him distant. How I love you started sounding like an echo instead of a promise. I didn't confront him. Not yet. I just watched and waited. Because sometimes the deepest pain doesn't explode, it simmers until it's ready to become something else entirely. Days turned into weeks of silent unraveling. I found the messages by accident, or maybe fate. His phone buzzed while he showered. I glanced over. A name I didn't recognize. Lena. The preview read, can't wait to see you tonight. Tell her whatever you need to. My stomach dropped. I didn't open it then. I waited until he left for work drinks. Then I looked. Months of conversations. Plans. Flirty Mom's been pushing me to end it. She thinks you're holding me back. And his replies, I know. I'm trying to find the right way. Honestly, things have changed. You make me feel alive again. Alive again. The words burned. I sat on our bed and felt everything we'd built crumble in my hands. Tears came hot and fast, but I didn't let them fall for long. Crying wouldn't fix this. It wouldn't undo the nights he'd come home late, smelling faintly of someone else's perfume. It wouldn't erase how he'd let his mom's voice drown out mine for so long. I thought about confronting him, screaming, throwing things. But what would that change? He'd already chosen. He'd already told his mom the truth. He couldn't tell me, so I stopped. Stopped asking where he'd been. Stopped cooking his favorites. Stopped waiting up. He noticed the distance, but blamed it on stress or work. I let him. Let him think I was oblivious while I quietly rebuilt myself. I opened a new bank account. Moved important documents to my sister's place. Reconnected with old friends I'd drifted from because of him. I even started looking at apartments, small mine, peaceful. The pain was unbearable some nights. I'd curl up wondering why I wasn't enough, why his mom's approval mattered more than our history. But slowly, the hurt hardened into clarity. I wasn't broken, I was waking up. One evening, he came home early. We need to talk, he said, sitting across from me like we were strangers. I looked at him calmly. About what? He hesitated. About us? About where this is going? I smiled, sad. I already know where it's going. His eyes widened. What do you mean? I heard you. That night on the phone. Honestly, I no longer. I let the words hang. And I found the rest. Silence swallowed the room. I didn't raise my voice. I didn't need to. I pulled out a simple envelope from my bag and placed it on the table. Inside, printed screenshots of every message with Lena timestamps of his late nights. Even a photo of the work drinks receipt from a bar. I knew he hated proof. He'd lied about where he was. I'm not going to fight for someone who's already left, I said softly. But I'm not leaving quietly either. I'd already emailed copies to his mom. Subject line, the truth your son couldn't say. I attached everything, his words to her about me, his secret life with Lena, the slow fade he'd hidden. His phone started buzzing almost immediately. His mom, then Lena, then friends who'd been copied quietly. He stared at the envelope like it was poison. "You sent this?" "Yes," my voice was steady. "Because secrets destroy. And I'm done being destroyed." I stood, picked up the small suitcase I'd packed that afternoon. I deserve someone who chooses me every day, not when it's convenient. Not when his mom approves. Just me. He reached for my hand. I stepped back. "Don't," I whispered. "It's over." I walked out. The door closed softly behind me. No slam, no drama. Just finality. Months later, whispers reached me. His mom stopped speaking to him after seeing how he'd played everyone. Lena vanished when the full picture came out. He was alone, regretting choices he couldn't undo. I moved into my own place. Started therapy. Rediscovered parts of myself I'd forgotten: laughter, ambition, peace. Looking back, I don't regret the quiet revenge. It wasn't about hurting him. It was about honoring me. If someone ever tells you through words or silence that you're no longer enough, believe them. Don't beg for their love. Don't shrink to fit their doubts. Walk away quietly, strongly, with your truth in hand. Because the best revenge isn't chaos, it's thriving without them. It's waking up one day and realizing your heart beats louder on your own. And that sound, it's freedom, asterisk.